I'd probably say my role models and my parents. Really, my dad owns a few businesses, and he goes and gets it. Like, no matter what, he's, focused on the task at hand, and no matter what, he'll go get it done.
Let's start by having you tell me your name, your age, where you go to school.
My name is Trey. I'm 17. I go to Portage High School.
How did you get into wrestling? How old were you at the time?
I started wrestling in the 8th grade. I started like my whole life playing basketball. But obviously, I'm 6'4" now, but like back then I was like 5'4", like 220.
Okay.
So I ended up not making the team, and I told a friend if I didn't make the team, I'd start wrestling, and just kind of went from there.
Tell me about your accomplishments. What are you most proud of?
Probably what I'm most proud of is just growth over the summer. I haven't really gone to any big tournaments, and the things I did accomplish during the season was I was a semi-state qualifier, but the year before I was only a sectional qualifier. So it was just about growing, and over the summer I've done good at duels. I haven't done too many individual tournaments over the summer, but I've done good over duels, going 5-1, undefeated. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice son. So the grind in wrestling is probably one of the toughest of any sport out there.
Right.
What keeps you motivated? Why do you stick with it?
What keeps me motivated is just being around in a room full of guys that just want to get better every day. Whether I'm over at Region or I'm here or I'm over at Portage, it's just a room full of guys that want to get better every day.
That's great. So tell me about your pre-match warm-up routine. What do you do to get ready, both mentally and physically?
Usually what I do before I'll hit a few sprints. Usually like to listen to music. It keeps me calm, keeps my nerves down. So that's usually just what goes into that. Probably just I do a lot of visualizing. I visualize each match, where I want to hit, where I want to go.
Nice. Okay. Tell me about the range of emotions you feel when you check in at that table and you step out of the mat. Are you nervous? Or are you super chill? I got this, no big deal.
I'll say before, when I first started, it was more really nervous. I'd be really nervous about the guy I was wrestling. I'd be studying him on track, looking at his stuff.
Wow.
So I feel as I went and I just found what was more comfortable for me. For me, listening to music before a match, it just keeps me calm. So by the time I get out on the mat, it's just kind of it's time to go, really.
Okay. All right, that's fair. As you're waiting for that match to start, the whistle to blow, what are you thinking about? Are you sizing up your opponent even more, or that's all back at home when you were sizing them up on track and you're done? You're just focused on, what are you focused on?
I'll say what I'm focused on is just thinking about what I want to hit, thinking about my attacks, and not worrying about what he's going to do.
Okay. Speaking of which, what are some of your favorite moves? Do you have any go-tos?
I don't really have any go-tos. I'm still really trying to figure out what I like to do.
Okay.
Right now, I say what I've been doing most is I've been hitting a lot of blast doubles.
Nice.
Right.
Gotta love those. That gets the crowd going, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
As far as college goes, have you given thought to what kind of wrestling program would be the best fit for you? For example, culture, coaching style, the team vibe, that sort of thing?
Yeah, so I've gone on a few visits, and right now I think I'm looking for just a real competitive team. And it's a team that's kind of already developed, but I would be open to going to any type of school, being developed there. But I prefer to go to somewhere, where it's developed and I can learn from an upperclassman around my weight or an assistant coach around my weight. That'd be nice.
As far as, sometimes we all love to win, of course, right? Sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Right? So walk me through your process, when you lose, when you go through a loss. How do you learn from that? What does that look like for you?
When I go through a loss, I feel how I go through that and how I learn is I'll go back and I'll watch a lot of the match and go back to what I did wrong or what I could have done or what was there, and then go and practice the next day and figure out what it was, or talk to my coaches and figure out what needs to be fixed up.
Cool. And then who are your role models? And that could be, both inside and outside of wrestling.
I'd probably say my role models and my parents, really. Just outside of wrestling, just because my dad owns a few businesses, and he's just he goes and gets it. No matter what, he's focused on the task at hand, and no matter what, he'll go get it done.
Nice. Okay, that's awesome. There's a ton of clubs out there. How did you choose Elite Athletic Club?
So over the Corona, I was only training over at my high school. That's the only place I ever went, but I couldn't go there because the schools were shut down. And then we ended up hearing that he was opening up, and it was only 25 minutes away. So I was like, okay, I'll go down here, and then I've just been here ever since, really.
Awesome. Anything else you want to share with me that I didn't ask you about?
No, not really.
All right, well, that's all I got for you. Thank you.
All right, thank you.